Welcome back to the Wandell Family Adventures, Paranormal Edition. On the last episode, we left off right before we officially began our overnight investigation of the Olde Park Hotel in Ballinger, Texas. If you haven't seen that video, you should watch the last few minutes of it to see all the activity that happened in the 16 minutes during our tour before we grabbed our cameras and started rolling. This week, we pick right up where we left off, upstairs with our crew as they begin their investigations in the back rooms.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sit in your chair.
You're sturdy, dude. Well, I hated that sound.
Is anybody here with us?
As you're about to see, it didn't take long for us to get first contact.
What other stuff?
It was at this moment we get an EVP followed by a bang and the finishing of that EVP.
So this device in my hand will capture your voice. Go ahead and say hello into the red dot right here in my hand.
We believe this EVP says, "Hey." Let's listen to it again.
Go ahead and say hello into the red dot right here in my hand.
As the investigators start settling into the rooms, we start asking questions in our EVP sessions. In this session, we get some interesting responses to our questions.
Are you single?
And ready to mingle.
We're not sure what this is saying, so please leave a comment with what you think this EVP has captured.
Are you single?
And ready to mingle.
Yo, y'all need to hush before I get ready to know or female. You need to hush
Does it
before I
really
get
matter
mad.
who it goes?
That EVP was a little hard to hear, so let's listen to it again, but we think it's telling us to get out.
I don't know.
As our team leaves that back room and heads down the hallway, the youngest member of our crew, Reagan, comes into the room with another investigator and inadvertently interrupts an EVP session. Let's hear what this spirit thinks about that interruption.
Right there?
That is my phone.
Okay, that scared me for a second. I was like, what is that?
This thing's been staying, I don't know. I don't know.
The second floor team now moves into another room about halfway down the upstairs hallway. It's at this moment that Ryan goes into the closet and we capture something very weird on our EVP.
Make sure to tell us if you smell anything like perfume. It's very common.
Just don't hit your head. Yeah.
This EVP may have more to it than just the whistle, but it's a little hard to discern since Ryan hits his head on the bar in the closet. Let's listen to it a couple more times and see if we can hear anything extra. If you notice something, please post it in the comments.
Head. Yeah. Head. Yeah.
I should probably take this back to Chad because his battery got drained.
Yeah, you should take it back to Chad and get a different battery.
As you can tell from that conversation, the battery in the camera had been drained, and Reagan was about to go downstairs to get a new one. As soon as she came back upstairs a few moments later, we had an interesting recording on our EVP, and this one sounds a little more sinister.
Shit.
Oh, rude.
I think that's the point.
Solid here.
Sorry for the compliment.
Are you a succubus?
We're not 100% sure what to make of that EVP. It does sound like it says "yeah" followed by some sinister giggling or laughing. Let us know what you think in the comments on what this actually is saying. Let's take a look.
Sorry for the compliment.
Are you a succubus?
Now we're getting,
Wood now.
now we're getting in deep.
Kim, Ryan, and Bobby now move to another room upstairs while the video camera is taken in for a little maintenance since the battery was just drained. But let's listen to the EVPs they caught on the digital recorders in that room. This first EVP comes with a little bit of commentary asking for cash. It's followed by 3 knocks, which sounds like tapping on the window.
He'll pay too.
I got money.
Oh, I got you some cash, bro. You want some cash?
The voice following this next question is a little harder to understand. I'd sure love to hear what you think it is. Post in the comments and let's see if we can figure this out together.
I killed a man for it.
He'll pay $3.
Woo-wee.
Now that you've heard it, let's listen to it one more time. I think it's saying worth it. Like it was worth $3 to kill someone.
Woo-wee.
We're now going to head over to Miss Jenny's room with Ryan and Reagan.
You like to have company? Can you move?
In this recording, we can't tell what's being said, but there's definitely a little conversation going on as part of this EVP.
Can you move?
It was just a few minutes later in that same room that Ryan and Reagan would get an EVP of what sounds like a little girl crying.
There's Christmas wafers. They're being its sounds. There's Christmas wafers. They're being its sounds.
This next EVP is really cool. Kim and Kellen are upstairs doing an EVP session when they ask an entity to play with the lights. Not only do they get a response in the EVP, but then they get a direct response on their K2 meters.
Hey, can you come play with our lights over here? Just touch them and they'll light up.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that.
Make a noise.
Oh.
That sound no one heard. It was only captured on the digital recorder.
Make a noise or a sound. Tell us you're here.
What's about to happen next actually happens a number of times over the night. The downstairs team is thinking they're hearing the upstairs team, but we'll split screen and show you it was not the upstairs team. They're totally quiet.
I'm getting some kind of shadow play going on here.
That's upstairs.
Yeah. There's the groups upstairs. Hear them talking.
As you can clearly hear, my voice is the only voice being spoken at the time upstairs when they heard these extra voices. As we continue to watch, we'll notice this happens again, this time a little more pronounced with the footsteps from upstairs. But again, watching the video and listening to all the audio from upstairs, no one is moving, talking, or making any noise.
Around upstairs.
Well, I went back into Mr. Keel's workshop and I said, "Hey, this is how you doing today?" And like in the faint, you hear, I feel like he was saying good.
Was that you?
No, that was upstairs.
That was upstairs.
That was me.
At this point, it seems like the spirits at the Olde Park Hotel are having a little fun with us. On the next episode, join us as the activity starts to really energize as things go from fun to scary, with objects getting thrown and other mischievous activity. Don't forget to scare that subscribe button and stake that bell icon to get notified of new adventures. See you next time.